everybody, it's Mrs. G here again, and today we're going to do another video on some writing. Hang on, can you hear something? It sounds like a drip, 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 dripping noise, like a dribbly noise. It's from the tap. It must be from when I was washing my hands for 20 seconds with water and soap. Let me just go and turn that off. Dear. Silly Mrs. G. Very sorry about that. That's got me thinking. Maybe there are some other sounds that we can have a think about in this room as well. Let's have a little look. Ooh. I've got a wrapper here. What noise does that make? It's kind of a crinkle noise, isn't it? Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. And I've got another sound here. These are from the bowels. They're sort of a shake, shake, shake noise. And I've got some scissors here. And when I do some cutting with my scissors, you can hear a snip. Snip is a lovely sound that the scissors make. Listen again. Snip. Ooh. And I love using my highlighter. And when we take the lid off the highlighter, and when we put it back on again, we can hear a click. Now, there are so many words that when we say them, they actually make the noise that they're referring to. So that's like the click, it's like a rattle, like a snip, and like a drip, drip, drip. There's a special word that we use to describe different kinds of words like that. And it's a lovely long word, and it's called onomatopoeia. Can we say that together? It's onomatopoeia. Like onomat and then appear. All together again. Onomatopoeia. And that's what we're going to look at in our lesson today. So, let's have a think about some other words. When we use our dustpan and brush, let's have a think about the noise it makes. Brush, 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 brush. Fantastic. And I've got an apple from my lunch here. And when we bite into an apple, what noise does it make? Have a think at home. That's right, crunch. Fabulous. You've got a paintbrush here. And when we put the paintbrush into some paint, it makes a dip, dip, dip noise as well. And maybe if I wanted to get some paint and I wanted to go splat. A splat is a lovely onomatopoeia word, isn't it? Fabulous. Now then, what we're going to do is have a think about all the sounds in your everyday. So, we're going to start right from the beginning of the day, go all the way through the day. So, maybe when you wake up, you might hear some birds outside. And what sounds do the birds make? They might go tweet, 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 tweet. You might see some other birds in the sky. You might see some big seagulls. And we had the sound that the seagulls make in our last week's poem. And they would go, ah, 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 ah. They're much, much louder than the little birds that you might see in the trees at home, outside. Let's think about some other noises then that you might hear. When maybe you brush your teeth, and again another brush like this. And then when you go downstairs, you might hear a thud, 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 thud on the steps as you go down the stairs. And then when you get your plates out to have your breakfast, you might hear the clitter clatter of the china plates as they sit down on the table, and the scratch, scratch, scratch of your knife and fork on the plate. So we're going to start our poem and have a little look at what I've written already. And then you're going to help me with the rest. So here we have, I hear of the birds in the trees. What could that be? We could have tweet, 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 tweet. Of the birds in the trees. And the of the wind as it dances through the trees. What's that noise that we could say? So a rustle noise, isn't it? And the rustle of the wind as it dances through the leaves. The sun rays shine and quickly they go zoom, 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 zoom. Yes, we're going to use the word zoom. And quickly zoom through my window around my room. And we're going to do the next verse together. So we've got my alarm clock. What noise does an alarm clock make when you have a think about it at home? That's right, it goes beep, 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 unless you have a very special jazzy ringtone. But my one just goes beep, 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 beep. It's very annoying. There's my alarm clock, beep, beep, beeps. And then what do we do with the alarm clock afterwards? Tell you what I do. When I hear the beep, 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 I tend to, I hit the top of it. Beep, beep, beep. And I hit the snooze. And snooze is a little bit like an onomatopoeia word as well, because when you have a little bit of a snooze, maybe it's the noise that you might make as you're snoring, snooze. And then my next line, I'm going to do some rhyming. So I'm going to try and think about a word that rhymes with snooze, and I think I like to use the word choose. So what am I going to do when I hear the alarm? Get up or lie in. Which one do I choose? So I'm going to write that in my poem. Get up or lie in. Which one do I choose? I know which one I'd like to choose. The next line then, what would I do afterwards? I'm going to get up and I'm going to go, going to rub my eyes, and usually my head's a bit itchy, so I might go and scratch my head, and then that's going to go on next. I rub my eyes and scratch my head. Lovely. Then I've got to actually get out of bed. So then I'm going to swing my legs, and as my feet touch the floor, they usually feel quite heavy, so I usually go thud, thud. So I thud my feet out of the bed. And I thud, thud. I don't have 3 feet, I have 2 feet, so I'm going to write 2 thud thuds, and I thud thud my feet out of the bed. There we go. Thank you very much for your help. So let's read that poem all the way through and see if there's anything else we can add. I hear the tweet, tweet, tweet of the birds in the trees, and the rustle of the wind as it dances through the leaves. The sun rays shine and quickly zoom through my window around my room. My alarm clock beep, beep, beeps, and I hit the snooze. Get up or lie in, which one do I choose? I rub my eyes and scratch my head, and I thud my feet out of the bed. Fantastic. I don't think there's anything that I need to change in this bit yet. But what I'd like you to do now is to carry on with the next verses. So maybe you want to choose a different part of the day, maybe around lunchtime or maybe in the evening time as well. And I'm sure you can think of right now 10 things you can see around you that can make a sound, and the word of the sound is how you say it as well. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and join me next week. Bye-bye. Remember, wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds.